It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on first down is Locke. He'll let this go, and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. All day, baby, all day.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
55, hey, 57, 57.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
You know right now, you better. Hey, yo, hey, go gun, go gun, go gun. Let's go, baby.
45. Mike, 45. Cut.
Now Mahomes. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll set up the screen to Howard. He's to the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Oh, and my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Mahomes now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes it 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Ready. 30 base. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, Echo.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Lamb. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Locke now to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Johnson was the intended receiver. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
45.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Yellow, yellow. 45's the mic. Hit. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Alpha. 45.
Mahomes now on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
I don't need to. Easy. Alert 3.
On first and goal, Howard. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Here we go, G, get off the field. Hey, check 24, watch 24. Kill.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Lions, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.